Hey everyone, and welcome to another live challenger commentary from a SkillCapped expert. This guide comes from our website, SkillCapped.com, where we have over 500 Smurf commentaries by the top players and coaches, teaching you exactly how to escape the rank that you're stuck in. There's 14 brand new commentaries added each week, and a site-exclusive feature where our challenger experts will answer any and all questions that you have. All of this and so much more can be unlocked at our website, SkillCapped.com, so click the link in the description below, head to SkillCapped.com, and get the rank you've always wanted.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another SkillCapped Smurf commentary. My name is Shaw, I'm a challenger mid laner, and this game we're playing Akali in Plat 4. Alright. So, before we start, I want to talk about some things of Akali, some variants in her build and her runes and everything. So you can take Flash and TP in every matchup if you want to. You can change that a little bit if you want to as well. You definitely should go Flash TP against every mage, against every ranged champion, because you need the TP to get through the lane and to match them on side lane data. And also you don't need the Ignite to kill squishy like ranged champion if you find the all-in on them. Then you can go Ignite against melee champions, Flash Ignite. If you, like against Silas or whatever, you think you need to Flash or Galio or something and you really want to kill them in lane for the extra kill pressure because you just think you can't do it without Ignite. And then you can go Ignite TP as well if you don't think you need the Flash and you still want the kill pressure. So that's kind of the three options you have. Then for runes, you can either go Fleet or Conqueror. Usually people go Resolve secondary now. I mean, Fleet is for sustain, Conqueror is for better scaling. If they have a lot of tanks, sometimes you need to go Conqueror, even though you want to go Fleet for the lane, but otherwise you're just going to be weak later. But it is what it is. And then for builds, you can either go for the Magic Penetration build on Akali with Rocket Belt, because she has such high base damage. You don't really want Rabadons in most games. You just go for Magic Pen, Void Staff 3rd or Anti-Heal 3rd into Void Staff 4th or something like that, and then rushing Sorks and rushing Rocket Belt. And the other build is now with the Riftmaker buff is the Riftmaker build. You can go Demonic Embrace with that, Anti-Heal again, and that's a lot more DPS build. This is probably what I'm gonna go. Has a lot more sustain as well. Enemies have a tanky jungle, support, and pop. And I have an AP top laner, so I'm not going to be the only AP as well. Now, in the early stages, you want to be really careful. You want to try to thin out the wave as much as you can, but she's going to hit level 2 first, and I don't want to lose all my HP. Letting her proc electrocute. And he is pretty oppressive in the early levels. That was horrible, but it's okay. She takes a lot of minion damage because she's super far up here. And that's what I have second wind for. I'm gonna go deal with her when I'm higher level. She didn't dodge that, that would have been horrible for her. So I'm distracting myself a little bit with the commentary, but I mean generally range champion, they try to push you in, you try to stop them from pushing you in. That's kind of how you play always against range. Want to try to make sure they don't push you in as much as possible, because they get free harass whenever they do. And that's something you can do against range champions. She used her cooldowns, so the way I trade back is I try to hit her with my E, walking past the casters, and now she's out of mana, because she's been harassing constantly. I trolled that, but to be honest I couldn't flash on her anyways, so it wasn't enough damage. Could have walked out a tiny millimeter further, and then I could go for flash auto Q auto, but she wouldn't die, so I wouldn't have done it regardless. Didn't miss out on anything here. Rexa is dying. I just didn't have E. It was just not a good play by the Rexa to flash there. We got the flash out.
Cold steel and a target are all I need.
But that's okay. She's low mana. She's low health now. That's really useful for me. But to be honest, she was out of mana before already, so I didn't really I wasn't really being pressured anymore. You know, she used way too much mana to harass me in the early levels. That's why I lost so much health. And now she's reaping the fruits. No more sustain, no more mana. I can just get the lane power now. And mages without mana are really useless. She has enough barely because of the Doran's ring, but where's the cannon for that? Unbelievable. You can use your E backwards on minions and on your shroud to make sure you get into range for some harass, because some range champions are just really high range and they try to stay away from you. Like this guy, but I mean he's not really high range, it's just I could almost kill him there again. Don't want to waste too much energy. But I also want to crash this big wave, because if I can dive on this, even if I go 1 for 1, it's really, really good. Because it's such a huge wave.
I'm they can try.
Like I said, I'm fine with trading 1 for 1 here. That was intentional. Because, I mean, look at the wave. She has no TP. I have TP. Wave is coming to me, and I can maybe TP bot lane here. Wave is in the perfect spot, so TPing bot is massive. Nautilus has no flash. Maybe I can kill Kai'Sa as well here. Give me that kill. He's out. So that was a massive 1 for 1 trade. That's kind of, that's pretty, like, you gotta be sure that the wave is in a good spot. I mean, obviously when you crash a wave like that, it's pretty obvious, but 1 for 1 trading is something you don't usually want to do if you try to carry, right? You just want to do that if you're sure you're gonna get a massive lead out of that, and that was huge for me. Now I'm 6, the wave is on my side. I can just hold in her in a second if she stays forward.
The old ways just don't work.
Oh, no man. I really underestimate how strong any shield is. And how much zoning potential the Tibbers has. That was pretty bad. And also I overestimated my damage a bit. Shouldn't ult before I reset here. But I mean, she should be a free kill for Rek'Sai or for Jenna here. Tibbers is dead here, I think, to the third shot. Oh, never mind. Jenna's just running it down. Lucky. Guess that's only fair with me getting 2 kills on bot. Now I can just reset, but I do want this wave. And she's low on mana again. She's just spamming mana constantly. I rushed Sorks here because I knew that there was something happening on bot, and Sorks are a really, really good item on Akali. If you can get them early, that's huge. It's fine to get some AP first, or Alternator first or something, but I'm not going Alternator here. So they're actually really good against mages, because your win condition against mages is to roam anyways. You just try to get as efficient roams up as possible, and since you don't have any like jumps or like town or like dashes you can use over the wall very reliably, because if you use your E you're useless when you're there. It's really nice to have the extra movement speed. I reset there because it's Annie wasn't pushing out immediately, and also it's a cannon wave, so I'm not going to lose as much.
An enemy has been slain.
And actually I don't think I'm going to lose anything at all here.
The rules hold you back. Leave 'em.
Usually if you have Ignite, you can just kill Annie from 100 to 0 if she's so close to your turret, because that's kind of how Akali works. You have infinite damage in your kit, kind of, like just the way the empowered autos work. You just have so many of them. If you space out your damage enough, you can really easily get a lot of stuff done.
We're gonna do this now.
Okay. And now I walk back. Can I keep this wave alive? I think I'm just gonna pull this. She doesn't have TP, so I just wanna freeze this. Oh no, the minion walked back into the tower. Oh no, what a disaster. I wanted to freeze that actually. So.
I love what I do.
But yeah, the closer they are to your turret, the more damage you have. That's kind of how you have to look at it. And she wasn't as easy to kill as I thought. So that was a waste of my ult. But generally, if there's a mage that is that close to your turret, you can just kill them. Annie just has so much damage when she's 6 because of her Tibbers. Should just not look to all in Annie specifically. So right now I press tab. I walk towards topside here thinking I could roam, but I see this guy is incredibly fed, so I'm not going to do anything there. I'm not going to go topside at all, because if I go there and I die, then it's all over, right? Like, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to go to a lane that is losing really hard, because that lane, if I die there, he's going to be the one to carry. And if I don't die, then... I mean, if I kill him, that's massive, but it's just a complete coin flip. While if I go bot lane and I kill them there and I wait for the enemy to make a mistake instead of making it myself, because forcing always puts you in a risky position, you know? I instead try to play for bot side here or for my jungle, who's still even, and then maybe I can get a kill. Or 2, and then eventually Trundle will throw, because he's worse than me, and then I can go carry the game from that point, getting his shot down. Oh my god. I mean, this time it works for sure. What am I doing? I don't know. I don't think I've ever played that badly mechanically on Akali in the same, like, 3 seconds. Holy shit, I just choked completely. Yeah, I haven't really played much Akali since the, like, nerfs happened, so I'm a bit rusty for sure. That was not clean. Kayn just killed Rek'Sai behind my turret. Okay. I just hard shove, clear the wave, and to be honest, I want to reset right now, but I don't really have a good back because I want to get this item, right? I can only get a ruby crystal, and ruby crystals are really useless early game as a mid laner. On every roll, but as mid laner, they're pretty bad. They don't give you wave clear. That's pretty much a huge reason.
Enemy double kill.
Hold steel and a target.
Killing spree.
She's gonna try to execute, so I try to walk the shortest way towards her.
Shut down.
Nice, that's huge. And that's kind of how you look to get roams. You just, like, I just saw an opportunity bot there overextending, and I walk bot and I grab a bunch of kills, and I'm a snowballing assassin, so the more I do that, the more I'm, like, if I get like 1 or 2 kills like that, I'm already gonna be able to snowball pretty hard. The problem is just that right now I didn't spend my gold yet, so I'm still kind of useless. Just gotta wait a bit. And I'm not able to CS because she is this any, you know, like she has her ult, she just presses R, W, ignite, and I'm dead, so can't risk that. Damn, I really want to stay another wave now. It's not worth it. Gonna sell my Dawn Shield and get my item. Alright, Sweeper. I should have already had Sweeper, to be honest. Sweeper you want to get when you get your boots, pretty much. Because that's when you're gonna start roaming.
Has been slain.
And then, yeah, then you can deny vision a lot, like any other assassin towards the side that you want to be roaming to. She is dead as fuck, though.
I'm not here to make friends.
It wasn't enough. Okay, guys, chill. I'm sorry. This Nautilus is really active, right? Like, he's stomping bot and then he's also mid lane, like, second or third time right there. They're gonna try to dive me. I gotta wait for my W and my E here. I can't die if I have those. See, there's no way. And that's really what you have to keep in mind, right? The counterplay for the enemy is to try to kill you when you have cooldown on those, because your W and your E's cooldown in early game is super huge. So in the early stage, it's really important that you don't waste your W randomly. Please stop taking my farm, Jenna. But instead use them like valuably, because if you just avoid an auto attack or two with it, it's not very good unless you're gonna be not needing it in the next time. So if you're just using it to crash a wave, that's fine, right? But if you're trying to use it to like trade and you don't get a lot out of it, and then the wave is frozen at the enemy turret and you have no W in your E, you just get ganked or you just get all in and you die. So you gotta be really careful with using them because they're really OP, and the counterplay against Akali is basically to, when you play against her, it's really annoying to play against her, but what you have to keep in mind is when she Ws and when she E's, she always wins. Right? That's how you have to think about it. If she hits everything and she uses those abilities, you can't win. There's no way on like almost every champion. So that's just when you sit back and relax, because after that you have 15 seconds or 20 seconds where she's completely irrelevant, where she can't do anything, and you can just pressure the lane in that time. So if her W and her E are used because you're like baiting and engage or something, then, you know, she's completely useless. I don't want to waste my ult on any anymore. I want to use it on bot lane instead. Or on top lane. See, now I'm 8-1 and I didn't go top lane once. And this guy, he threw one time, he's 4-2 now. I pushed my lead and he couldn't do anything because he's a top laner and because he's not as fortunate as me to have such a perma-fighting bot lane. Now he is in a very bad position. I can go kill him.
Turret plating will soon fall. An ally has been slain.
Let's slow, don't want to use my ult if I don't have to. I still have TP for bot lane here. They try to siege. Oh, maybe go for this too. This might be worth a little bit more actually. I didn't connect. Disaster. Disaster. I don't want to waste my ult on him because I'm going to need it for bot lane in a second. Because Kai'Sa's really fat. She has a mythic already. But we got the Drake. That's all I really cared about. I could have killed him there for sure. I just choked. I knew the Nautilus was going to do that. Cook me there, and I don't want to get damaged while I'm CC'd. So instead I press W, and now what are you going to do, Kai'Sa? Just, like, ADCs don't have a lot of contact. Like, Kai'Sa, if she hits W, she reveals me, but you should not take this. You're going to reset anyways. Shield me. Shield me, shield me, shield me. Okay. Okay. I mean, she doesn't know where she's going. I mean, your E marks your W as well. If you don't hit an enemy, you can just use it towards your W if you place your W correctly, and then you're still gonna have a dash forward. So that's kind of a second way out. Right there, I missed my E on her, but instead of being completely disengaged, I had my W down and I could E back to where I was, right, and then still R into her. So I didn't have the cleanest combo right there, but I mean, you can't hit every E. Instead, you can use your W like that. If you get into melee range before, like if you use your R first, W, and then you try to hit your E. It misses, it misses. Now, they're gonna get a lot of MR. I know that already. We're gonna see how I build later. Because when I reset again, I'm gonna decide if I build Zhonya's next or if I go for the Void Staff. Because if I don't need Zhonya's, or if I need Void Staff really badly, I might do that instead. Alright. Full losing team. Besides, I mean Rek'Sai, but Rek'Sai kind of ended earlier, so I want help. I don't want to lose the mid wave, please. What? But just ping me back. Why did he even skip his Grump if he was gonna take it anyways? How mean is that? Junglers, dude. You see how I'm queuing right there? You can hit a melee and the casters at the same time if you move as close as possible. So that's what you're looking for, to actually have decent wave clear. You need to try to hit as many minions as possible. And Akali struggles with wave clear, especially early into the game where you don't have like low energy cost on your Q. It's a lot higher in the early stage. You can only Q twice. Okay, she's just AFK. I thought she was gonna W into the wrong direction there. Alright. Nice. Okay, now what's the goal now? Don't throw, look for objectives. We have 2 Drakes. Second Herald is useless. I don't know how many times I said this, but Second Herald is pretty bad of an objective. It's not really an objective at all. It's like jungle camps. So Second Herald, you have to think about it this way. While you're doing Herald, like what does Herald give you? It gives you half a third, right? In most situations. Sometimes it gives you some more. So if we say on average it gives you 70% of a third. Now think about the 2 times, like what does a third give you? The second third, tier 2, right? What does it really give you? Because you can't abuse that you got the tier 2 in any way. So if you're in a winning team, you probably already have the tier 1s. And then you can get half a tier 2 or 70% of a tier 2 with the second Herald. But while you're taking the Herald and while you're using your Herald, you're both putting yourself at the risk of dying. And also don't farm at all. Right, so right now, Rek'Sai could have been clearing her bot side, but instead she's doing second Herald. And the enemies are not going to take it. Because what are they going to do with second Herald? So now, you know, she's doing this, and now let's see when she's going to use it. Let's witness the maximum value of a Herald. We're not even winning that, only I'm winning, right? Like my ADC is doing fine, but enemy ADC is doing finer, to be honest. And she puts herself at risk, she's going to die for this Herald. And she's gonna lose all of her camps if Kayn invades now. On top side. That's how bad that Herald was. And we didn't even see what happens when we use it yet. This already made up for the fact that we could get half a tier 1 or tier 2. Oh, hello. Not worth flashing for.
An ally has been slain.
She was just gonna die. And he had no ult and Kayn had no ult. I don't know why they fight that. That was a like 2v3 I could take because I knew that any ulted here earlier, so nothing to be afraid of. This guy went Lucidity Boots, so I don't think I need to get Void yet. I can afford to go this, and I really want to go it too. I should already have a Dark Steel, I just didn't have it, like the opportunity to build it really. Those picks were massive because Drake is up. If Drake was spawning like 20 seconds later, I wouldn't have ulted there because they would already be back up and my ult would still be on cooldown. But this just gave us Drake for free, so now we have... If we get Mountain here, Annie's completely useless. If we get Mountain Soul, she doesn't really do much anymore. So it's minute 19, to be honest. I'm wondering why I'm still mid lane. MF is supposed to go towards mid lane here, but she doesn't want to. So I'm going to try to incentivize the rotation right here by going towards bot. And now let's see what she does, because often... Right now, she looks at the minimap and she checks where can she go, where's farm to take. And if I'm mid lane here pushing out this wave, she's gonna go bot lane. Like always. But because I'm not there, she goes towards mid lane. That's almost always the case, even in bronze, even in iron, right? I'm telling you, they look on the minimap because they're not stupid. They want to farm, right? Everyone wants gold. So if you want this rotation to happen as an ADC or as a mid laner, you just go there and try to hope that they do it. You know, if she still goes to bot lane here, I ping her to go mid. And if she doesn't do it still, well then I just stay mid lane. I don't mind. It's just, she's gonna die for it, you know. Please don't all die. I'm more in base. Please. You see this Herald? You see what this Herald is doing to my team? I spam ping them back and they still get engaged here. This is not a good time to get engaged when I'm not there yet. Forcing a fight. If we lose this fight, we lose Nash. Second Herald, if you lose the fight with it, you lose Nash afterwards. Okay. Just gonna flash it because if Akali, if Kai'Sa W hits me. Oh, they just couldn't commit. If Kai'Sa W hits me, I get revealed in my shroud, so I can't let that happen. We all die. I can't believe that they're just running it down so hard. That was a terrible death. 1000 gold shot down to the Trundle. Disaster. Alright, well, I guess time to sell this and get my Zonias. That fight would have been so won if we should have just went Nash, because there's no way they can get Nash when we're all 5 there. They can contest it still, because the only thing that they have is any ult, and to be honest, any is not strong enough to kill us all. She can kill 1 or 2. Honestly, she can only kill 1 if we know that she's gonna go for it. But you see, Trundle is just ultra strong. I mean, he just has a lot of damage, actually. Maybe I should have focused him. He doesn't have a lot of resistance or anything. He's not tanky. He just looks tanky when he's ulting. But I can probably almost one-shot him. This Kai'Sa's really fed as well. Honestly, everybody in the enemy team is kind of fed. Alright, let's see how we do. Walking towards mid here. Something to note when you're playing like mid lane, normally you want to go towards side lanes. Always. But if you, like, pretty much on every champion. But it depends a little bit on how the map is looking when you're playing someone like Akali. Because right here I see my team might end, you know? They're walking mid lane again for no reason. And they're just looking for a fight when we're not supposed to fight. But I'm really strong actually, so if I'm behind I would just ignore that, you know? But here I'm just gonna stay mid so that they can't commit on my team. And we have a chance to at least contest Nash now, you know? If my MF dies there too, Nash is just gone. And the top wave is in a spot where I could farm it, but I can still farm it now. So that is fine. There's no reason for us to ever be in a position to fight now, so that was just complete int, and I should never be there. Like, there was no way we would win that, right? The other fight, there was a chance, small chance. So that's why I was around. Okay, we have more TP here.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I don't want to give this. Actually, maybe we can. We try to kill Trundle here, and then maybe we can get control of the. Maybe we can get control of the soul in a second. Well, so if we get the kill, it's massive, but if he just gets out here, it's a disaster. He has a ward there. If I can get the kill now, it's just so huge. But okay, well, it's a disaster. Because if we kill that guy, we just get soul for sure. But like this, it's just doomed. Because I don't think we can ever get soul. We lose a fight 5v5 and they have burn. Obviously, that was not a good ult, but if I get through there, he just dies. And we get soul for free, so it was worth the risk in my opinion. It was pretty close. My first instance does damage, right? So I would TP here, but I feel like Annie's just gonna come. Damn, if I knew that was gonna happen, I would not have ulted there. If we can stall the fight a little bit, we can still get the soul. 15 seconds from our ult. Mordekaiser has TP, but he's dead 15 seconds lower. We should try to fight this now, like before it's getting too low. see a Trundle below us, so I'm gonna try to stall him out a little bit. Because he can kill my team really fast. I'm gonna try to get out there. Honestly, that fight was like really awkward, but I don't know. I could either kill the Kayn or I could stop the Trundle from killing everybody in my team, and I thought I knew what my priorities were there. Looking at it now, the Demonic Embrace might have been the wrong item. Because I still need like anti-heal and Void Staff. It's a bit of a disaster. Only need Void Staff for one guy though. I just wish my MF wasn't so useless. Hello there. I don't know. I hope he wins the 1v1. I doubt it, but I don't know why he ulted him otherwise. Okay. I mean, Mort is designed to win 1v1 in that, I guess. It's really hard to lose it against the champions without ult. I'm just gonna go top here. Maybe I can kill any. Just trying to stall out the Nash now. I mean, it's over in 15 seconds, so that's good. I can 1v2 them, for sure. I think. I mean, if any can one-shot me here, I don't know what to say. She unironically walked out of the bush before I even flashed on her. I thought she was gonna just walk towards me because how would I ever kill her in her eyes? No way she predicted my flash. It's fine. Alto's got the kill, right? So it's not that big of a deal. Just lost my flash. We have anti-heal actually on Janna and on Rek'Sai, so we should have enough. Huge. You see how hard like he gets destroyed at the moment we actually focus him because he has no armor at all. Damn, what a throw. Actually, I should be able to 1v2 them. She just flashed my ults. She's dead as well. My team's actually doing work. And now we should take their bot side jungle, to be honest. Can't get anything else. I like the tier 2 and the bot side jungle. Should just go bot here. There's no reason for us to go for anything after the tier 2, so we should take the bot side camps, guys. That's something people really undervalue. Like, it's so hard to play jungle from behind in like high-elo because you always lose all your jungle to the enemy laners. Because they just take yours and then the enemy jungle takes his and then there's nothing to do. You can never even enter the enemy jungle. So like that's something that's great. Like imagine if he lost his entire jungle right here. What would Kayn do now? He would try to invade or something and just randomly die and we would get Nash. But he would try to do something because what else is he gonna, is he just gonna stand around? So that's something whenever you get a kill and there's just no objective up, only tier 2. Like take those enemy jungle camps as objectives. It's really, really high value. I would TP in here, but I feel like it's pointless. He's going full MR, so I can like I'm not supposed to match him. No, man, he missed. Oh my god, he knocked him out of my queue. It's actually just such a disaster. Rek'Sai, can you please come back to base? Why are you split pushing? You're gonna end. Please come back. Please come back, Rek'Sai. We can win the game if you just come back. Unbelievable that Kayn is even resetting, because if Rek'Sai doesn't base here, we just lose the game. So, there's no reason for Kayn to base. Kayn just stays and then Rek'Sai has to come back or we lose. Nothing else can happen. Oh my god, that sidestep actually got me. Should never ever like be sidesteppable, right? I just heal it just to the front. There's no way. And Rek'Sai tries to flank and dies, unlucky. It's okay. To be honest, it's not the first game that I'm playing, but the like other games that I played, they were so unbelievably unfair. last game I had like 14 deaths on 3 teammates when I had 22 kills. I don't know. So I'm a bit burnt out by this point. It's like midnight here. But it's okay. We can still win this. I mean, it's actually chasing me. I can't believe that. I just rolled out now. This guy's crazy, man. My ult is up again before the Elder comes up, but his flash will not be up before the game is over. Ah, 15 minutes before Elder spawns.
I work alone. It's better for everyone.
Rough. Problem with me not having anti-heal here is just that I'm gonna have to... If we lose Elder, the game is lost, guys. We have to try and do something here. We have more than TP. Like, this is the kind of objective where I'm fine fighting it even if we're outnumbered, because if they get Elder, we just lose, right? Can't even W. Yeah, if my Gen had this move, then my next time move, that will never happen. Like, I could never die there before they use anything. We have to try and contest that, because Elder is just, like, over. And he just presses R on, like, one person and the game is over because that person insta-dies. I think, like, the game should not be playable from this point. They have to really int hard to lose the game here. Alright. Damn. I mean, they're just all so fed. Press tab and I don't know who to play around and I don't know who to focus because, like, everybody's so weak and every enemy's so strong. I mean, the priority is for sure to try and, I mean, kill anyone, to be honest, because everybody can just carry in their team. Feels like kill whoever's out of position, kill whoever the Rek'Sai knocks up or whatever. Ideally focus Kayn or something if I can. Look at how hard he gets. He just blows up immediately.
Still feeling confident.
I know that I died there, but I think that if my team can follow up on this... But please tell me they don't all die. There's no way, right? Nice. Okay, that's all I wanted, right? I'm fine dying there because I know that they're gonna lose Elder, and if they lose Elder, we can... These guys nash. Or they could even go defend, to be honest. But I'd rather lose the Nexus turret than not get nash here. Just ignore the mid wave. I'm gonna defend. We lose 1/3, but it's okay. I think we lose 1/3. So I'm gonna get orb myself now for sure. Because Elder is just like kinda... I mean, the only reason they can lose that is because the Trundle just trolled hitting the tower. He just thinks he's super tanky, but he has no armor. He just waited for me with the buff, but it's okay. I take orb now, just because I know that if I don't have anti-hit myself, I can't really rely on my team this game. I need it myself, and Akali doesn't really have an item that she needs here. I hope we're gonna have the Gen ult up again by the time that the game ends.
Steal's better.
Alright. Actually, well, this game at least takes a long time. The other games that I played always took like 18 minutes, 20 minutes. This game takes a while. So if I can carry it though. It's about one fight where I can really get a lot done. It's just so hard when they have so much burst in CC, right? I just go in and he ults me, Nautilus hooks me, I get W'd by Kai'Sa and she just hits me when I'm stealth. Pretty rough. Focus really just trying to get a pick now or killing the Kai'Sa in fights, ideally. But I kind of want to play it slow, right? Get my Rift Mecha stacked up, focusing the Kayn. Because I do deal a lot of damage to him, he has no magic resist. I'm just kind of looking for him right now, and then I'm going for the Kai'Sa afterwards when I have it stacked up. And I try to not use my ult on him, playing it slow, stacking my Conqueror up. That's the plan here. And he's set, I don't know why he wouldn't fight, guys. Oh, he cancelled it. No. Oh, window. They used everything on me. Besides the Kayn ult. Yeah, there's no way. It looks like I hardened it there. To be honest, my plan was to get Zhonya's off, but I was chain CC'd. I literally, I went in, I queued, and then the moment I got hooked, I just spammed Zhonya's. I just couldn't get it off. My god. But it was really good, like, initiation, you know? I know any stats, so I know we have to fight there. And that's kind of the awareness you need to, you know, get used to being aware of the game like that. Because there's a lot of scenarios where you can actually find fights which are unlosable. Because the guy without TP is split pushing, you know? ADC is top lane when there's Drake up, you know? Or when Drake isn't up even, and they're just like randomly in this area or whatever. It's a good time to fight, you know? Walk towards it and try to force something. It's fine to give up 1 or 2 minions for that. Just look if it's possible, you know? We definitely can't end here though. Then he dies, we can end. Oh, she inted it completely. Maybe we can actually end the game. No TP in here because if the enemy's played this wrong, we actually win. Insane. Because I had such a horrible last game, I would like to just win the game and be over with it. Alright, MF, are you gonna come? MF doesn't want to end the game. Don't let me die! Nice. Alright, that was a huge fight. Thank god, we won! Let's go, I can't believe it. And I remember you guys in the YouTube comments saying I look like a gold or plat player. Okay guys, my laning is a bit scuffed sometimes when I'm making a commentary. I'm sorry, but come on. I almost lost this game actually, so maybe I am hard stuck. God damn it. Yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I hope this was useful for you. The last 15 minutes were a bit bad commentary, but honestly I don't know what to say in late game. You're just relying on clutching a fight, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I see you next week.
And remember, this guide comes from our website SkillCapped.com, where we have over 500 Smurf commentaries by the top players and coaches teaching you exactly how to escape the rank that you're stuck in. Not only that, but we release 14 brand new Smurf commentaries with cutting edge builds and meta champions every single week. And if that wasn't enough, we have a site exclusive feature where you can ask the Challenger expert any question you want, anything you're struggling with or confused about, and are guaranteed a response by them. All of this can be unlocked for as little as $5 a month and is backed by our rank improvement guarantee. That means a full refund if you don't improve. That's not all, you also get the most comprehensive League of Legends training on the internet with over 900 videos and 150 courses teaching you exactly what you need to know to improve. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below, head to SkillCapped.com and join the hundreds of thousands of satisfied SkillCapped members and get that rank you've always wanted.